Happy Veterans Day. This is the White Bronco Show. Some people call us the laundromat of radio shows. So we're crawling with lesbians. That's Top Gun. Probably number one reason why I'm proud to be an American is that movie.
Yeah, that was the first moment I became proud to be an American.
Right, and I'll defend America to the grave because of Top Gun, period.
Yep.
Proud to be an American because of that movie. From day one, it's safe to say that. When the towers went down in 2001, or was it 2011? Either way, felt like it was yesterday.
It's a conspiracy. You'll never know.
Right. That's actually a fucking conspiracy.
All I could think was, where's Maverick right now?
Do you guys have a favorite veteran?
A favorite veteran? I'm good with Maverick's dad, Paul Mitchell. I think Paul Mitchell is also the name of a hairstylist.
I thought his name is Pete Mitchell.
Pete Mitchell, that's right.
And is he Pete Mitchell Jr.? But he just goes by Maverick?
I think so.
We'll look into that. But if you had to cast someone as Maverick's dad, who would it be?
It's Maverick's dad.
Even if it's just like a picture in that movie.
I'm going with the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket.
Really?
Yeah. I think Maverick's dad is kind of a hard ass.
Yeah. You don't think he was handsome though?
I don't know. You obviously thought about this into more detail than I did.
Well, yeah, I was trying to make it sexy.
Arlie Ermy.
What is?
Arlie Ermy.
Arlie Ermy.
In your fantasy, what does Maverick's dad's penis look like?
Ooh, I don't know.
Cut or uncut?
I thought you had
black. I pictured him black and white. I'll tell you that. I can't get into any more details.
Yeah, he's dead. It's got to be in black and white. It's a flashback.
I would definitely say the instructor from Top Gun. He's one of my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Jester.
They should have had a twist at the end.
Because he's like a veteran, but he still like goes and occasionally like trains with these guys.
Right.
And scares the shit out of him when he's up there.
Just quiet the whole time, but then at the end of the movie, I'm your dad.
And
I've been in hiding.
Jamie, you have a favorite veteran or
how about
a movie?
Clint Eastwood's character in Gran Torino, right? That really like redeemed his life by the end of the movie.
I mean,
depends on how you look at it, I guess. That's a rough movie.
Kind of throwing it away at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you think when that script came across that fucking guy's desk, Clint Eastwood, he was like, "Yeah, this is some racist shit I'm on board with."
Yeah. Right.
This is I like this one.
Yeah, he read the first line and was like, "Green light, we're going for it."
He's been like directing movies, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to direct this?" He's like, "Hell no, I want to be this racist guy," because he's fucking crazy. I guess my favorite vet would be both training instructors from Top Gun, because that's all I really know about the military. I know a lot about military dolphins, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm actually working with this Australian marine biologist. His name is Mark Thomas, and he's from Australia. And basically, he was in the Australian Royal Navy. He fought Somali pirates, all that. He has PTSD. He knows about it. These dolphins, they're getting it. America has 76. This isn't a joke. Military dolphins right now.
Do they help with PTSD?
Did you say the dolphins get PTSD?
Mark Thomas is here investigating it, and I'm basically working with his production crew right now.
On the effects of PTSD in
military dolphins.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picturing his operation like he's here to investigate. It's a lot like Crocodile Dundee, a little bit.
A lot of this is not a knife.
Yeah.
This is a knife.
Okay.
No, he takes it serious. It's really serious, and the more serious he takes it, the funnier I think it is.
Of course.
It's a really a social justice project that everyone is passionate about, but I just love the accent.
Chris Hansen would be proud of it.
Yeah, and Mark Thomas is a good guy, and he's kind of the face of the project, but he's the one guy who really gets in the water and looks these dolphins right in the eye. And that's a big part of it, is just connecting them with some
one-on-one
straight up eye contact.
Looks him right in the eye.
That's a big part of his therapy. Yeah, big part of his therapy.
Hey, it's always important to look her in the eyes.
Yeah. You know what? Top Gun came out in 1986. I was born a year later, but you know what else came out in 1986? the first AIDS-themed TV movie, An Early Frost, on NBC.
A lot of symbolism in that title.
Right. I mean, is that not a great fucking title? It's safe to joke about now because I think they've almost found the cure for AIDS.
Was early frost, is that the reference to the cold, unused penis that will result?
Yeah,
From it, you think?
that's a good theory. You know, I brought that to everyone's attention.
Because it's the first one, it'll ultimately be the coldest one, so it was the first one to freeze, right?
You definitely lived through the 80s. I knew you'd have the answer.
You don't live through it, you survive it.
Yeah.
That's right.
An early frost. Our old co-host, Ryan Morford, of this show, he had a real early frost. He died of AIDS.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, and we don't know where he got it from, but
We have our
the crapshoot.
suspicions.
Yeah,
He didn't sit in this chair, did he?
he did.
Oh shit! I should put my pants back on.
He did, but you know what? It's okay. I wipe down the studio every night. It's how I get time here on air. And I don't mean to bring the show down, guys, but I just need to talk to somebody about this because I read about this the other day, and you guys might be the only people who would want to listen, but there was a girl who was raped 43,000 times.
Jesus.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Why count that high?
43,000.
Why?
That's my question too.
Are you scratching like a mark in the wall yourself?
30 Johns a day.
Oh,
Now, my
wow.
question is, you're a Mexican police, okay? You're a federale. You're investigating this.
Okay.
Do you think it's the same 30 guys every day for like 4 years? Because it was for 4 or 5 years. Do you think it's like the same group of like 80 guys? Or do you think there are like 30,000 guys?
I think it depends on her level of service and the repeat customer
Right. I'm thinking she's good at her job.
She's not that hot, I'll tell you that.
That's 30 guys every day for 3 years, 9 months, and 1 week.
Yeah, no timeouts.
No.
Even when she was on her period, there's no breaks.
No sick days.
No sick days. She
No
had a
days
baby.
off.
That was her only sick days.
No
It
paid.
stands to reason like she had to do like 50 or 60 some days to make up that average, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You have to double down. You take a day off, you're doing a double shift the next day.
Like if you're feeling it, you're like, I'm going for 50 today.
Right. Sometimes you just push hard through a week, so you take a vacation.
Do you think there's a prostitutes league where they like keep track of averages and stuff down in Mexico?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't know, but I had a sales job and it was hard to make 20 calls a day.
Right.
No kidding.
You know what I mean? She's
Oh man.
she's taking down 30 Johns
Do you think
a day. That's insane.
Yeah, no kidding. You think they
But do you really?
treat it like Pokemon?
That's fucked.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's right though. But
I'm saying I'm sorry.
we're
to myself.
talking about this because people need to know that happened and that shit, like, that shit's bad. Even though I don't know how she got into it. She might have, wanted to do it at first, but then you get stuck in those type of things. Not literally, like, because there's people coming and going every fucking, you know what I mean? But when these women in America, they're like been trapped in some guy's basement for like 23 years, and they got like 2 kids, and they've never like allegedly left. It's like, you could have run at any time. It's not like you've been chained down for 23 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a psychological thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're afraid for your life.
I just feel like that this girl coming out with the 43,000 rapes makes like all those cases just look very inferior.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you had your own house? It was just you and some hairy guy?
Tommy, question. I want you to write this down or punch it into your phone.
Okay.
Okay, and you guys can guess on this because I think this is going to be a great question. How many minutes after you heard 43,000 did it take before it crossed your mind that she could probably teach you a thing or two?
Oh, yeah.
How many? Write it down on your phone. Write it down on your phone and let the boys guess because I think I know the answer. I know the answer. I most certainly 100% know the answer.
What, Brent, what do you got?
Well, I know you were looking for an article like this to begin with, so I think you were thinking about it before you even found the article.
Ooh, negative minutes?
Negative minutes.
Son of a bitch.
Jamie?
That's brilliant.
I was going to go with that, but instead I'm going to go with the safe 1 minute.
Okay. Well, this is what I did. Wait, Blaine, your guess?
You know what? I was going to give you a little bit of credit because I believe you're getting a little bit older, but these guys clearly know you better. So I was going to go 10 minutes, but I'm just going to go 3.
Well, it took about 30 seconds before I looked up her name first and last because she's a motivational speaker now. Probably gives a hell of a speech. But she's still really young. Okay, this is fucked up. All right, anyways, this is what I did. I just went to Google, put her name, and then right after that, and
Where'd you get the name
I entered swimsuit. To see if she had any,
Click on images.
Yeah. I found someone I think who looked like her. It could have been her.
I tell you what, when you shoot me a text about an article like that, I get the first thing I get a little panic attack because I'm like, how am I going to talk about this, on air? And then I come here and I make a Pokemon joke about it. So.
Yeah, and that's there's a joke in everything. Okay,
I think so. You have to look at the
the
funniness.
You guys, the main reason we're joking about this, and we could joke about all this type of shit, is our sponsor tonight, guys. It's a battered women's shelter. It's called Timberline Knolls, and you can check them out at timberlineknolls.com. It's a private residential treatment center for women struggling with eating disorders, sex addictions, mood disorders, butt trauma, and PTSD from sex.
Wow. I can't wait for that first call that comes in.
So Timberline Knolls, check them out, guys. If you're a battered bitch, Timberline Knolls will have a stitch.
If you're a battered bitch, Timberland Knolls will have a stitch.
Yeah, I freestyled that ad right there for them, but there weren't any real details on how they wanted me to sponsor them. So it's good we have that. But let's keep talking about women, because what else is there to talk about?
Oh, speaking of women, I read today that Disney is discontinuing the Slave Leia outfit on all of their merchandise.
I'm so sick of this shit.
No kidding.
That's bullshit.
Have you seen the meme where it says feminists are just mad because Leia killed one of their own, and it's Leia choking the hell out of Jabba?
I did see that. That was good.
Great.
That was well. Yeah, that was well played.
Does everybody have tickets for the movie?
No, I don't yet.
I heard there's a lot of great comic book shops hosting viewings, like private viewings.
That is a fact. In fact, one of our sponsors here at the station actually does that. I don't know that he'd want his name mentioned on the show.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. But I want to give a shout out to the show before us. Comes on at 8 o'clock. It's called Under the Covers with Mark Maples. He brings in a lot of good musicians, and he's a fucking really funny guy. He came on my show, and we were talking about school, and I literally thought he was still in school, but he's a teacher. So I didn't even understand that until I listened to the episode. So check out his episode when he came on the show. It was fucking really funny. And he brings a lot of hot ass into the Chaotic Studios that I walk in on sometimes in the bathroom.
Nice.
That's my move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, oh,
They're very
sorry.
comfortable.
Yeah,
They're very
and then
comfortable.
When they come out, I'm just like posted up in the corner, like, "Hey, sorry about that," and then I approach them all fucking all suave. Let's talk women. Like I said, have you ever fucked a sick girl?
Like terminally ill?
No, not like a girl who needs to go to Timberland Knolls, our sponsor, battered bitch shelter. But a girl who has a cold, like a head cold, maybe a fever. She's really hot, like a sick girl.
Yeah.
Married life, man.
She's writing about it on Facebook, like, oh god, I got a cold. You know what I mean?
Do you see that as a cue?
And you know that? No, you know that. But sometimes you fucked her sick, and she's writing about it the next day. You're like, ooh, I passed that cold on. Right?
You ever feel like you gave her AIDS when you give her a cold? You're like, this is kind of like what it would be like.
I mean, I know you guys have denied ever paying for anything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or whatever. But I would trust a guy to be cleaner who's had a bunch of hand jobs. Never sex or blowjobs, just a bunch of hand jobs. Say 200 paid for. Okay? Over a guy who loves assholes like you, Brent, who just eats ass, fucking 69 butts, and fucking been playing in the mud since you were 12.
Yeah, I mean, You're probably right to trust that guy over me.
That's so good. Hey, last week, you had a good porn complaint, and we said let's keep that going every week. So what do you got this week for your porn complaint?
All right, so this week I actually didn't pay attention a lot while I was jerking off. So I got home today after work, sat down at the computer, thought to myself like, oh shit, I don't have a porn complaint yet. So I decided I need to get going. I need to find something today.
Fire it up! You got a show to do.
That's wrong with porn. So I was just jerking off really angrily, trying to find something I hated. And here's what it is today. I don't like the squirting. And now let me put this into perspective. Natural squirting's fine, but when she like leans back, pulls her clit up, and sprays like 3 feet into the air, now she's just pissing all over everybody. And now it's gross to me. Now I'll give a guy credit all day long for making a girl come or for making a girl squirt, but when
talent, dude, much respect.
But when she's just putting a leg up and pissing on people, that's a whole different category of porn. And I'm saying just categorize it where it needs to be.
I created I don't want to knock that because I created a move for men that's kind of similar. It's called the butt musket. It's when a girl's gonna eat your ass and your ball sack's hanging low, right, and it's covering your ass. And you have your ass packed full of baby powder, like a butt musket. And right when she goes down to suck your dick, you lift your ball sack up and you fart in her mouth. So girls who are squirters are like, my long lost sisters.
There you go.
When it comes to the butt musket shit, I got respect for pelvic thrusting or whatever you use down there.
When she's getting a little overly wet, you got that powder to dry things up,
Yeah, true. But
it's gonna look like pancake batter after a while.
But so you guys never fucked a girl, sick who was sick?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, all the time.
Well, like he said.
You go for it.
Yeah.
Never stops you.
Depends.
You take what you can get. And you never pity fuck someone that's like terminal though.
Well, I mean, there was a really amazing pity fuck that I'm glad we're gonna bring this up right now. When we were in college, we had to go away to this camp the soccer team did, and it was like this really small, remote Christian camp deep in the woods of Washington State. And it's actually burned down, thank God, because it was such a Bible-thumping fucking nightmare. And there was like no girls there. And we met like one girl who was working at the ice cream stand, right? And she we were like hitting on her, whatever, and then she comes out and she's got no legs or one leg?
One leg.
She's got one leg. And she's not even Lieutenant Danning it with like she's just one leg.
She's just owning the one leg.
Yeah, she's owning it hard.
Working at IHOP, yeah.
Everyone at the camp, they're cool with it because
she's not
there was
like
a girl with a beard there. A straight beard, like more beard than you guys. And we were just like, we all just like, imagine like 20 guys just being like, holy shit.
Right, I thought I was at training camp for the circus.
Yeah,
what I mean?
It's my pleasure that place burned down.
But we have a team full of soccer players, and we're like staying a mile out of camp. So we're like out in the boonies, just a bunch of dudes. So we got a lot of desperate players on our hands.
Yeah, but our one friend is like thinks he's got a chance, but he is the one guy who doesn't know she's like one-legged, and so he's gonna find out. Then he does. But by this time, we all came up with the idea. We were all like, no one make fun of him. Tell him, like, he's the shit. And tell him, like, dude, you're the only guy in camp getting pussy. That's awesome. And then we'll fucking make fun of him after. So we went on radio silence. And we just didn't say shit. And then, he fucked her. Or so he claims.
Right.
I don't think he did. I didn't know him. That was the first week I ever met him.
Right, it was.
So I was like...
He got attached to you right away, and then we talked him into doing that right away. It's almost even worse if he didn't fuck her, but told us he did just to be cool. Like, yeah, no, I totally fucked that one-legged chick.
Right.
And we were like, oh, that's messed up. And then he's like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, I was lying.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. We should have him call in and confirm if he did.
Yeah, we do.
But the thing is,
put him
now...
in the hot seat.
He'd probably fucking deny it.
I think he would.
Maybe he'd go with it.
I think he would. You get out of college and you start denying some of that stuff.
Oh, God. What's the worst thing you've done since you've been out of college?
Since I've been out of college, I tried to leave most of it. in college. I cleaned up my act when I came back home a little bit.
You showed your dick in a student film and got the hell out of there.
Right, like that
cleaned up your life.
That was my big hurrah. You know, that was like when people ask about it, you just say, "Yeah, college." That's it.
Do you guys know any good truck stop stories?
Truck stop stories. I mean, you lost your beehole virginity at a truck stop. I'm not gonna forget about that.
Right, that goes without saying.
Right. So
I actually do know a good one.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So
here we go. I knew I got two guys in the room. One
kind
of
of a
them's got
long
a good.
one. I'm gonna crunch it. I'm gonna crunch it as best I can.
We got some time. We got
Okay.
some time. We got
So,
plenty of time.
My uncle, we'll just leave it at that,
Okay.
was known for his drug problems, sir. And he was at a truck stop, and this random, just totally out of the blue, some guy shows up and chatting him up and is saying, like, hey, dude, I've got these chicks coming back to my house. Like, if you're not doing anything, let's go back to my place. My uncle's like, chicks, drugs, sure, let's do it. Yeah, like, I'll go.
What kind of drugs?
I'm sure it was probably everything at the time. It was, late 80s, early 90s. What wouldn't everyone doing? So
Right.
But so they get to this guy's place, and the guy's like, you know what we should do? We should definitely start watching porn and jerking off, so we're like nice and hard when these chicks show up.
Whoa, this is my type of party.
Right. So Uncle's getting a little weary, right? And he's like, fuck it though. I mean, if the chicks are coming, yeah, we might as well. I'll just sit here next to this guy and jack off. So he finds himself in this guy's living room watching porn, jacking off, and the guy's giving him weird looks here and there, and he looks over and he sees eyes in the sliding glass door. So he stops, covers himself up, goes over there. There's another dude out there jerking it to them jerking off to porn. It was just these two freaks had picked him up and wanted to watch him jerk off with his buddy.
Whoa.
Right.
On display.
Truck stops are fucked up.
Dude, I Urban Dictionary that's called the human centijack.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
That's
Nice.
fucked up.
Yeah, dude, Urban
My
Dictionary.
uncle's
doesn't
name
play
is
around.
Jack. So
Oh,
Tweet the show at Human Centijack.
What?
Holy shit.
What?
Where was this at again? What state?
California.
Holy fuck.
It was high desert, if I remember correctly. So it's not as surprising when you
Dude,
think about that.
Whatever drug he was on, it was like the gay drug.
Right? Yeah.
Got him there. He
Right.
was, whatever drugs he was on, he was like, whip my dick out and jerk it with you while we wait for chicks to come. Yeah, fuck it.
Right,
in.
yeah.
Good
Yep.
idea.
sign me up.
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities where you could have just ended it there.
No kidding.
But back in my day in college, I did some drugs, and I only did cocaine a couple times. But one time I did it, I whacked off 11 times in one night. My girlfriend went to bed, knocked out 11 times. It was crazy. It was like, whoa.
Were you-
So maybe
were
that
you-
was something else.
Were you dry jacking or lubing?
Oh no, dry jacking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lubin's too loud.
How
We gotta,
sore? How sore were you the next day?
Oh my god, I couldn't even walk. It was horrible.
You were
I got,
using your feet?
I got 1 hour of sleep. I just kept knocking them out. I'm like, this time I'm gonna fall asleep. And I remember I had no weed. I just wanted to go to bed, and I was just yacked up. And my girl had passed out, and so I guess that's the best way to fall asleep.
It's all swollen the next day. You'd take that shameful car ride to Walmart, pick up some Depends so you could protect it. Wear a diaper for the next week.
Well,
Worth it.
But can you comfortably admit the most times you've knocked one out in a day? Because I just said at least 10.
Yeah, I think you got me beat.
But I probably did twice during the day too, so 12.
You had
Pat's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I probably had to say 7, maybe tops. And I'm talking when I was in high school, take a sick day from school.
Oh,
Right,
sick
yeah.
day.
It's just a marathon all day,
Sick days are horrible.
Talking about muscle fitness magazines, the Jerry Springer show. You have a schedule of things that are available
Right.
at different time slots.
Right. What was the show on MTV where it'd just be people dancing in the fucking by the beach?
Oh, like Cisco Shakedown or
Right.
something like that.
Oh my god.
Hey, back then it didn't take much. A little cleavage, you're good to go.
No, not too much.
Right.
What's the
Stiff breeze.
Yeah, stiff
Yeah,
breeze.
the fucked up thing, I was jerking off to all the before pictures in that Muscle Fitness magazine, And it
Me
was
too.
And it was the women's edition. Let me just go ahead and put that out.
Me too.
That definitely needed clarification.
Yeah. I don't even know if there is a women's edition.
I'm ready for North Korea to hack us and just
Again?
get all my info out there. Because I've been bottling it up. I don't know. This is show, I think, 37
Yeah.
of the White Bronco Show, and I still can't be honest. The only way I'm going to fully be honest, and I'm not being honest with the listeners of the show, but is when they finally hack me.
Is that search history? It's all in there?
Yeah,
Text messages,
I'm
emails.
waiting. I'm waiting.
Was your email in the Ashley Madison hack?
No, but I knew about that a long time ago. Didn't know it was still around and legit. Did you guys ever know anybody on it?
No, never knew anybody on it, but you see it on TV. Well, it started, you just see it on porn sites, little links to it, and you go like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. Then you start seeing it on like late night TV, and you're like, there's a lot of dudes signing up for this.
Right.
They're getting airtime now.
Someone told me Ashley Madison was one girl who was on the TV show Californication with David Duchovny, and then they named it after her. Or her character in the show. I forget, but that's how I knew the name.
Okay.
And I associate it with that show for some reason.
Nice.
Great show.
It's a great show.
It's
a great app.
The main chick
R.I.P.
in that commercial is a porn star. I'm very familiar with her, but her name's escaping me right now. I'm gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of that.
I mean,
Californication?
No, the chick who's in the commercial for Ashley Madison.
For Ashley Madison.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're still up and running.
The one who's calling the younger girls bimbos, and she's like, "Come with a real chick." Like
yeah,
me.
you can't shut them down.
Yeah.
Is there? I mean, do you guys have anything?
Julianne Moore.
Is there?
Wait, that's a real person.
Is there anything you want to admit
It's close to that though.
before North Korea hacks us and hacks the show? Because you might as well get it out now. Get it out now. You're in the White Bronco.
The
You're
punishment's
guilty.
like 1/10 of what it'll be once Korea does it.
Exactly.
When Korea outs you, you're over.
When I
Korea
first started
exposes
driving,
everything.
I hit a kid in a pedestrian crosswalk, and I didn't stop.
Really?
Yeah.
How old was he?
I never checked. I left it in my past, but if it comes up, at least it's out there now.
I don't think North Korea can track that down unless you put it in writing.
Hopefully.
Hopefully you didn't, and hopefully
Yeah.
the show's not transcribed.
Was this pre-traffic cameras?
Yes. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
only
but-
like 13 at the
Hey.
time, so.
You were good up until now. Now
Right.
you're fucked.
Oh wait, you were
No, I was a minor.
you were 13
Yeah,
driving
I was
a
a
car.
minor. I'm good.
Oh come
Yeah,
on, that's
yeah.
funny. That's like hilarious.
I was the kid, and my legs still don't work.
Right?
so.
You probably ran that kid over on purpose back in the day. You just remember it as like, I feel bad now.
He pushes my wheelchair around. I didn't press charges. We're good. Water under the bridge.
Anything, Brent, you want to expose? You know, they're gonna find on your computer.
All right, here's
You got a.
Here's something I'm a little ashamed of. Just the fact that I watched this more than once. Like I showed other people this video. But when I was in high school, I used to download off of, I don't know, BearShare, LimeWire, one of those. But my internet sucked, so I would just click on like 15 links and just set them to download while I was at school all day. Get home, you just have a whole list to jerk to, right? But you go into this list, it's random because you search for one keyword, you just go with the top 15, download them, you know?
That's brilliant.
So I came across a video it was a chick like masturbating. You're like, all right, it's solo, but whatever, I'll watch it a little bit. And she's masturbating. The camera keeps getting closer. You finally see the tampon string. You're going like, all right, this is a little gross, you know, but okay, I'll let it go. Let it go another minute or two, you know, see where it
I
goes.
downloaded it all day.
Yeah, see where this goes. And
Thinking about this in gym class.
and so
waiting.
what happens next, she pulls the tampon out, right? Which I was hoping didn't happen, you know, but this story takes a dark turn. Pulls the tampon out, puts the tampon up to her mouth, and then eats it like an otter pop.
Whoa.
So picture that in your head with her teeth, just otter popping that thing.
So your current employer or people who might be looking you up in the future or whatever, when we all get hacked, you think that's going to be the number one thing people are like, Brent and that fucking popsicle tampon.
If they can
Jesus, that's the popsicle tampon guy.
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, I was so young. I was at my parents' house, so I'll blame it on my dad. Let him take the fall.
Well, look,
That's next level sick shit.
it's true. Well, this is the weird thing I think they're gonna notice when they look at all my history and my search history on my phone. They're gonna notice that I listen to the same song every time after I jack off to something really fucking horrible, and for some reason, this song kind of makes me feel better. And this is it? This is it. And anyways, if you're jacking off tonight and you feel really horrible after, play this song by Jamiroquai called Virtual Insanity. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel good about beating off by yourself on an iPad. We'll see you next week on The White Bronco Show.
When things are big that should be small, who can tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us? And I'm